mastermind. Listen. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord.
They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Chicago Bears. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Here's Isaiah Rodgers to return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down. Mond out of the shotgun. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. On 1st down, here's Mon. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Mond. Open here, Adam Thielen. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Mond going to throw it. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it up. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Escaping the pressure right. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The end result, 21 yards. They'll run it. This is James Robinson. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. Well, this defense for the Niners, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They go play action. Cousins. And his throw is going to be incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. Third down here.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Airing it out deep for Smith. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett.
Well, a shaky start for both quarterbacks now. We had the interception on the opening drive, and now they throw it right back to him.
So does that mean we're really kind of starting from the beginning, Brandon, right? Both of them have done it, so we kind of start from scratch. Looks to me like both of these defenses have done their homework, and they're executing quite well.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And that is incomplete.
Rondale Moore, the intended target.
But now it's third down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free.
Mon looks to throw.
And that will be incomplete. Akello Witherspoon, really good coverage from the Colorado man, getting a hand in on it.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
Here's Tressway now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there. That's taken it around the 40. A good kick, 49 yards. Just 3 on the return. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
On second down, it's Robinson. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Every time I see James Robinson make a run, as we just saw there, one word comes to mind for me, and that's determined. Undrafted, out of Illinois State, always doubted, and all he did, finished 6th in the NFL in rushing. What a find he was in 2020. He expects that to continue in 2021.
The big nose tackle, Danny Shelton, there to swallow him up. Off the play fake, Cousins.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline. And now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. A gain of 3, second down.
Here's Mon.
He completes it right side to right. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Now Mon.
And Cook has it, left side. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. Back to the air, Mond. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Back to throw again. Open man is Thielen is complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 19 yards that time for number 19. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. They'll look to throw again. That ball complete to Isabella. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Jacobs now. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 40 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Jacobs is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. But now it's 3rd and goal. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
3rd and goal at the 4-yard line. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Josh Jacobs, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Niners go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. From the 10. And he returns this to the 22. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Yards remain on second down.
On the run, it's Robinson. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. They'll run it now with Robinson. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Cousins. He finds his man Johnson. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. To throw is Cousins. Flushed out right. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Cousins. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On play action, Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. They were looking for Johnson that time. And it'll bring up 3rd down. They run the counter. Robinson. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Give him 9 yards there on what will be the final play of this first half. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Santos' kick is up and through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So we are at halftime here on Halloween as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. This one taken just inside the 10. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people...
And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins.
It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. That one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
On 2nd and 9, Mond trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Kenneth Murray.
And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. The 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop. On 2nd and 9, Cousins. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Throwing, Cousins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40.
56 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the 3rd quarter.
And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. He'll drop to throw. He gets it to Thomas.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down. Back to the running game with Jacobs. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
From the gun, here's Mon.
Thomas has got it. Complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react.
Touchdown, 49ers. Andy Isabella, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go.
Fielded right around the 8. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Second and 10.
Cousins. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
On 1st and 10, here's Mon.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. He'll look to throw.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Mike Edwards picks it off.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They begin the drive with Robinson. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Play action now. Cousins.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
A run with Jacobs there on 1st down, but he'll manage only a yard or 2 at best. 2nd down coming up.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense.
Touchdown! Jared Cook, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the 49ers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now.
So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
Takes it at the 7. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he's got room. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
61 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
They run. Robinson. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Play fake. Cousins.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy.
That's caught at the 25. And cross over out of bounds right at the 25. It's a gain of 35. Cousins on 1st down. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach.
Down the numbers. There he goes. The 40, the 30, 10. Touchdown, 49ers. Adam Thielen, 93 yards. And the Niners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And a fair catch taken here at the 5-yard line. Oh, interesting. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off right around the 43. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And he's taken down inside the 30. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
So definitely a good day's work throwing the football. Very good day's work. A 4th touchdown pass as they're really pouring it on.
Yeah, and so much for going into clock mode after getting that touchdown, right? Because you would think with the lead, 4th quarter, they might actually do that. No chance. They've kept attacking and got another touchdown pass as a result.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And now a fair catch called for, and he'll indeed take it at about the 6-yard line. And supreme confidence in the kicker turns to supreme failure, as that is obviously no good. And this score will stay right where it is. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Check, crunch, crunch, crunch.
They'll run it with Jacobs, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about.
Now, Younghoe Koo for the extra point.
PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go.
And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Is to be expected. This is nowhere near being good from that distance. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, he does have a good leg. I'll give him that. But not that good.
Not by a long shot.
Mon to the air on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
When you're running the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10.
Mon.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10. They'll set up a throw. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Koo now for the point after.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. That one looks like he'll throw here. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Looking to throw. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Isabella. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the posts. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs?
Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an ancient relic, faking it.
Oh, and miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers.